Hey Sparks, what's up? And hello to my new subscribers. It's Montina here. And my mission with this channel is to inspire, educate, and share information that helps you thrive in life and thrive in business. If that sounds good to you, subscribe. So I was like, let me make this quick video to share what's new coming along in 2022. What's new in 2022? So many of you all are leaving me comments like y'all really know me in real life, and guess what? You don't. It's hilarious. But I am so grateful for those of you that have been with me through the years. Like, you followed my journey. You're like, oh my God, Spark, you're in love. And it shows. This is a much different relationship, which is why I want to share with women over 40 that want to attract the love that they desire and deserve, because this looks completely different than the love I had in my 30s when I was that masculine energy. He felt like I was competing with him. I really wasn't competing with him. I was trying to help all the time. But I've recognized that masculine energy versus my feminine energy, and how you can have a lot of femininity. You can be a girly girl. You can walk around here everywhere I went. I'm in heels and dresses, for business and things like that. But I still carried that masculine, mission-driven, goal-oriented, do all the time, take care of it, survivor mentality, which is why I want to share with you now, my beautiful budding goddesses, how different it feels to be in a relationship with a masculine energy man that is a protector, provider, producer. And when I, as a woman, can lean into my femininity 100%, I work part-time, I'm able to save up and max out for my retirement. 2022, I want to share things with you that are interested in long-term relationships or marriage with masculine energy men that are protectors and providers and producers that will adore you, that will love you. These are distinguished, experienced, admirable men over 50 that truly do desire relationships with women in their 40s and 50s too. So that's what I'm going to be sharing mainly. Now, for those of you all the ones talking about, think y'all know me with 0 subscribers coming along, leaving nasty comments. Let me tell you, I'm not new to YouTube. Okay. I've been off YouTube for a couple years. I had to build my business, which I run a real business. I made over $1 million in revenue. I'm very profitable. I've now recently gone into more consulting because, again, I work part-time. So I do a lot more business consulting. I do 12-month contracts with that, and I handpick the businesses. So I don't even take everybody. And then I do a lot of free information centered around contracts, capital, credit, and certifications. Okay. But what I'm saying is, the nasty comments, y'all can leave them to yourself, because, again, it doesn't matter to me. This is my channel. This is my world over at the Spark Wisdom World. And if you don't like it, do what everyone else is doing and just unsubscribe, because people out here really act like women over 40 got a lot of time. And y'all, you have time, but the pool is shrinking. The pool of available men is shrinking. And I just feel like there's so many people online talking about date, and go, and you got all these options, and it's just not the truth. And I'm going to tell you, it's not that many options. So say there's I'm just going to use it loosely, 100,000 available single or divorced women with children that are over 40. The available men over 50 that typically are the best men to marry that are either widowed or divorced, because if they've never been married, statistically, they're never going to get married. That pool of men, 100,000 women, there's probably 1,000 men, and I'm being generous, probably less than 1,000 across the US. They're not out there like people are making us think. Okay. So that's what I'm gonna be sharing in 2022. Just things that can give you an edge if you're willing to do the work. Ways you go back and look at my old videos. Go back and listen to me. I'm in a position where I don't have to hustle. Now, can I hustle if I wanted to? Oh, listen. I used to be the one that would say sleep was for suckers. I had the t-shirt. I followed everything E.T. put out. E.T., I've actually interviewed him. I will outwork you, out hustle you, outsmart you. And Not to say I don't get that every once in a while where I'm like, oh, I still kind of feel that, but it came out of because I had to survive, to help my children, to help myself, but no longer. So one of the things that I want to start over in my Patreon society, and I'm going to encourage you to join, because that's where I'm just going to go behind the scenes. I'm not dealing with y'all trolls online. You're not going to take me there where you're going to leave comments, because I respond to every comment. I'm not like other YouTubers online. No matter how big I've ever gotten, I have videos with 500,000 views. I respond to every comment. I might not do it immediately, but I read them and I respond. So all the slick stuff, I read them, I respond, and sometimes I block. So it just depends. Don't get blocked. But there's a book that I'm going to introduce to my Patreon society right after this video. And it's really the book that after I read it, I got off an airplane and my Superman was actually at the airport surprising me. And I knew he was like the one I was going to choose. I knew he was the one for me, and I knew I was the one for him based off of what's called our attachment styles. There is a secure attachment style, my book here, anxious attachment style, and avoidant attachment style. I'm going to go more in depth in my behind the scenes Patreon society, but I'm a secure attachment style, which means that people feel comfortable with intimacy, are usually very warm and loving. And I knew based on the quiz in the book, he was, and I knew like this was it. But a secure attachment style typically attracts avoiders and those that are anxious, meaning people equate intimacy with a loss of independence and constantly trying to minimize closeness. That's an avoider. And then anxious people are often preoccupied with their relationships and tend to worry about their partner's ability to love them back. At one point in time, I wasn't anxious, even though I'm a secure. At one point in time, I think I've been anxious based on childhood trauma and things like that. So not going to belabor this one. But there's a lot to be said. And woman over 40, there's a lot of information out here. You don't have to follow me because, you know, this is my third marriage. So some people like to clown, be like, oh, you've been married a couple times. Yup, 20s, 30s, 40s. All my kids have the same father, which the only reason I mention it is because we were together for a number of years. So I'm big on relationships. But I'm also big on you being able to be your best version of yourself with someone else. They bring out so many beautiful things that are inside of you, sis. So why wouldn't you want to love a DEA man, distinguished, experienced, and admirable? Why not? Why not? So that's what I want for you. If that's not what you want, that's fine. Unsubscribe. I'm not going to be at the end, subscribe. Unsubscribe. Because it don't matter to me either way. I'm happy over here, y'all. Okay. All right. So real quick on the business side. If you have a business or if you're a professional sis and, you know, my sparks out here, one of the things I'm able to do this year is actually max out my solo 401k. I have no employees anymore in the books. I just have consultants, which is great. I'm a W-2 employee with my company, but I can literally max it out. These are things to think about in your relationships. When I talk to my Superman and try to bring up finances, he's like, look, excuse me, I just want you to do whatever you want to do and be happy. And it's like, oh my God, because all I want to do with him is make him happy and have fun and be playful and just love him. He's so easy to love. I write him notes every day and love letters, you know, once in a while on cards. There's so many. You probably see him over there. We got a bunch. Those are cards. That's our love language. It's words of affirmation. But I told him today, I said, thank you for being so easy to love and thank you for taking such good care of me. Men love that, y'all. Be appreciative. These men, because, you know, some women in the past took them for granted, but I tell you what, you show appreciation to that man, he's easy to love. I hope you find a man that's easy to love. So anyways, I gotta run, y'all. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.